Welcome, you Promo fans, to another episode. This one is especially near and dear to my heart, as it's a tribute to a recent trip some of us made. So without further ado, North Carolina, ooh, raise up, take your shirt off, whip around your head spinning like a helicopter. Alright, if that doesn't suit your needs, how about this? Heading down south to the land of the pines, I'm thumbing my way into North Carolina. Alright, alright. So my singing isn't the best, I'll be at that, but how about this one? Sweet Caroline, bum bum bum, good times never seem so good, so good. North Carolina state of mind. Never thought I'd get to see the day where I could make it down to an area that I'd only hoped and dreamed to visit. Now that I've been there, it's all I wanted it to be and more. The only thing that they talk about is southern heat, and boy did I feel it. Oh, my body is not made for it at all. Everyone talks about moving south for the winter. I mean, just look at me. I got the nice neck beard going on, the nice chin protector from all that cold. The nice little fuzzy makes a nice little scarf around my neck here. I guess the similarity of dropping a frog into boiling water and it jumps out right away would be me for the southern heat. But in all reality, if the temps were eased in, I could maybe be like the frog and change with the heat. Enough about the simile though. Alright, here we go. Going across the bridge to West Virginia. And there's a cop. Here, take over. Bridges everywhere. You want trees? They've got it. You want stuff to do in the city? They got that too. Talk about the perfect blend. Again with that heat though. Growing up, being a diehard NASCAR fan, I've always dreamt about being intertwined in the NASCAR scene. Here comes the redneck in me. Or a politically correct term nowadays would be NASCAR American. We got to enjoy and tour the NASCAR Hall of Fame. We got to tour the winding hills in the Virginias. We got to tour of Charlotte, albeit downtown, and a very quick place that we went into was like basically an outdoor strip mall with a lot of diners and bars and stuff to do, shops, etc. It was pretty sweet to see. We stayed in the legendary city of Chapel Hill, where you guessed it, the house Michael Jordan built. The legendary Chapel Hill of North Carolina's campus. Ah! That was my Michael Jordan impression. Pretty terrible, I know. We stayed in an awesome Airbnb for the first time. Talk about a nerve-wracking thing for all of us involved. Not sure what we were getting into, but in all reality, it helped make the trip after 17 long hours in the car driving down there. My wife happened to select the non-toll route, and that led us into some really awesome scenic views. I'm glad we got to do that on the way down. We took 23 miles through the cliffside, basically in the Virginias, and on the one side there was guardrail and cliffside, and you could only take the turns at 25 miles an hour as you're sitting there trying to hover through and keep between the lines. And over the top of that was rock bluff, so you're driving under some rock formations with lots of warnings for falling rocks, which is definitely explainable with how the rock formations were hanging over the road. Southern hospitality. One of our unsung heroes of the trip was a bar called Goodfellows. Talk about an awesome bar to visit. It felt like a good old home bar for us. The bartenders were absolutely a blast to be around. Everything from yo-yo tricks to a fellow northerner from Minnesota, they were all fun. Even the people inside whom we met. The locals helped make it an invaluable memory. If you ever get a chance, try a pickleback. It's a Goodfellas thing. We did a boardwalk, we visited the infamous Duke Botanical Gardens, and so many other things. Here's another plug for down there. Linda has some sweet tots. So what I mean by that is Linda's Bar and Grill had some great homestyle sweet potato loaded tots, which is a big thing down there. Loaded as in nacho toppings on top of sweet potato tater tots. In addition to that infamous tradition, we tried the traditional barbecue pulled pork sandwich, which is a dry rub based. That was also fantastic. The staff there was absolutely awesome to sit and chat with as well too. Got to experience a lot of pictures from us and got to see the snowfalls. They had a lot of questions about what weather was like up in the UP, and it was cool to show them that side of things, but also show them how similar the climates are as far as the summertime compared to like their fall and some of the summer too, but nowhere near as hot. But like the trees, the forests, heavy localization of towns and cities and etc. It's definitely a comparable spot from North Carolina to the UP. It was cool to see the resemblance. But North Carolina was one of the ideal places for me to visit. More importantly, I was there to celebrate one of my friends' marriages at the Barna Valhalla. Growing up, Randy, Brandon, and I were peas in a pod, each marching to a beat of our different drums, but man, did we raise some hell together. Everything from four-wheeler tag to jumping off of mobile homes onto mattresses, mudding, four-wheeling, you name it, we did it together. One thing that jumps out to both Brandon and I from our childhood is driving down our gut. Just, the nice little slow roll everybody does in small towns. Just up and down, up and down, up and down. And Randy always yelling for, Andy! We do that at the top. We would do that at the theater, in stores, in the woods, you name it, pretty much wherever we were at. Randy would be yelling that all throughout high school. It was pretty funny and kind of ironic now. To have and to hold. From the memories back then and his new memories now, congrats Randy and Andrea. Our Randy finally found his Andy. This one is for you, and enjoy, and we'll catch you on the flip side. The Barn at Valhalla welcomes you to the wonderful wedding day of Randall and Andrea. We welcome you with open arms on your big day. The date is Saturday, August 31st, 2019 at 5 p.m. Dinner and dancing to follow. What is the Barn at Valhalla? A scenic and rustic cabin overviewing water with plenty of amenities to help guide you through your wedding day. The natural beauty of the great outdoors surrounds this beautiful venue that is a picture-perfect feature to highlight the bride and groom and all invited on their wedding day. Centered in the heart of North Carolina, there are plenty of places to house guests. The nightly view is heavenly with a slight glow of lights to magnify the mood. The Barna Valhalla adds a splash of southern tradition encompassed with a modern day feel. We would like to congratulate Randall and Andrea on their marriage to each other. May everything you've hoped and dreamed come true in the celebration of this moment and of what's to come. We wish you nothing but the best.